Dang it, I think I should copyright it.
Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. That's Steve Julian right there.
And Brett Chapin.
We are talking with the very talented Dorothy Dillingham Blue.
Hi there, how you doing?
Hi, Dorothy. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, loving it.
If you have any questions for Dorothy, give us a call at 1-800-336-2225 and pick up your 2 free tickets as well to Poor Behavior at the Center Theater Group. But you know what, Steve? I think we have a caller. Real quick, before we get to Dorothy, we have Dave in Glendale who might be calling for theater tickets. Hi, Dave.
Hey, guys. How you doing? What's going on? I've been sitting here listening to this thing, and I'm trying to remember. Poor Behavior, wasn't that based, I mean, that sounds so familiar. Wasn't this done at another time a few years ago under a different title?
I believe it's a new show, Dave.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but it seems so familiar. I mean, the storyline seems so familiar.
Maybe you heard about something in its earliest incarnations. Maybe.
It's reminiscent of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, isn't it?
Yeah, it does sound kind of familiar.
Gotcha. Okay.
Dave, are you free on Tuesday? Do you want to go check out Poor Behavior at the Mark Thaper Forum?
I'd love to go. That'd be great.
Great. Just give your address and your phone number to Aaron, and we'll get in touch with you after the show and make sure those get out to you.
Okay. I also want to say hello to Dorothy. Thanks for being on the show. It's good to hear you.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm glad to have you here, Aaron.
Great. Okay, guys. I'll let you go.
Thanks so much, Dave.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
There you go.
All right, tickets are gone.
Tickets are gone.
But questions remain.
Yes. So give us a call at 1-800-336-2225 with your questions for our very talented artist today. Dorothy.
Yes.
So Dorothy is a very talented actress, as well as the youth theater director at Theater Palisades, as well as a choreographer and a voiceover artist. She does it all.
I do it all.
Dorothy, where did it all begin for you?
Well, I grew up in Columbia, South Carolina, which is a wonderfully fruitful place to be an artist. You wouldn't know that just saying it off the roll of your tongue. Most people just think, hey, it's Gamecock country for USC and the state capital if you're learning your American history. But it actually has the largest ratio of theaters to people as for any city in the nation, which I think is really neat. It has the longest continuously running community theater in the nation. That's Town Theater. And I started as a dancer. I started dancing at 3, and my tap teacher, excuse me, was choreographing Annie when the rights had been released in 19, which is a long time ago. And she encouraged me to audition. I was a painfully shy kid. I really was. I loved to dance. I was big in tapping and everything. But I told my parents that I wanted to audition. My mom said, "Are you sure? Because you'll have to speak out loud in front of people." And I said, "Yeah, I think I really want to try it out." And so my mom, she did her due diligence. She found someone to coach me with a song, and I went. And this was, when the rights had first been released, so there were over 300 girls that auditioned. But there was something about that feverish awesomeness and that girl power around me that gave me more confidence instead of less. And once all the chips fell, I ended up playing Tessie, which is one of the main orphans. She sings lead on Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile. And we did 32 performances. And when you're 9 years old and you go through a 6-month process and you do 32 performances, you think that's the way every show is going to be. And I was completely bitten by the bug, and I have been ever since. So I just did shows back to back to back, and all through high school, and went to Northwestern and just continued.
Did you focus then more on singing or on acting or on dancing?
Once I got to high school, I tended to specialize more into the acting portion of it because dancing had been my strong suit, but I could tell that there was more that I needed to refine as far as acting went. And so I did have a supportive director there, an acting teacher named Donna McKenna Crook, who had done the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. And so she was great at working with us with the classics, Chekhov and all that. And so we were fortunate to have a teacher such as her. And then once I got to Northwestern, I worked with Mary Poole, who was a fantastic teacher, actress, director. I just love her to death. And she was able to also take the high energy that I have from drama, from dancing so many years, and help me focus it so that I'm able to take that energy and really throw it towards where the character needs to go in the story.
It's fantastic. And it sounds like you were lucky enough to have parents that were very supportive and didn't really push you, but they supported you in what you chose to do.
Absolutely. What was cool is that, I don't come from an acting family at all. My dad is a retired family physician. My mom was a psychology major and volunteer extraordinaire. And they ended up not only supporting me, but also taking part with me. So my mom also ended up producing theater. My dad plays Cordell Hull in the cabinet scene of every revival of Annie in Columbia, South Carolina, because he knows the harmony line and just shows up at 8 o'clock and knows how to do it. So I think that's an important thing is when you get the family involved, it's not just about stage parents. It's about supporting in every aspect of theater.
Definitely. I'm sure you deal with that a lot being the youth theater director at Theater Palisades.
This is true. I certainly do. And when I'm talking to these families at the beginning of the rehearsal process, I tell these parents, I'm like, look, what you do right now, or your quote unquote job or whatever you do for yourself, think about what you would like to do. And this is your opportunity to really take a stab at that. Your children are about to take this great leap and go into this uncharted territory. Wouldn't you like to take the ride with them a little bit? And so that's what I've enjoyed, is seeing these parents go, you know what? Way back in college, I used to design costumes. I'm like, I have a job for you. You know what I really like to do? I like to go to thrift stores. Good, I have a job for you. Or I really love to paint. Boy, do I ever have a job for you.
So you really get them involved, and you.
I do.
That's fantastic.
Oh yeah. They find this whole side of themselves that they thought had been like buried and gone. So yeah.
Can you think of a time when you're working with a young actor and you saw the aha moment for him or her?
Oh, absolutely. I just did Little Women, which is the Broadway musical version of it for Theater Palisades Youth this summer, and had a great actor, Dylan LaRock, and he was playing Laurie. And there's a scene where Laurie proposes to Joe, and she says no. And it's a tough scene, and it's one that, both actors, both he and the actress playing Joe March, are, under the age of 15. There is a kiss in the scene. It was the first kiss ever for either of them.
Wow.
Which was
that's an aha moment.
It is an aha moment. But what I told him was like, it's not just about what she says, it's what you hear. And he was able to express, oh, there's that hurt, and he could really take that adult moment and make it really beautiful. Definitely.
He did a fantastic job in that. If you have any questions for our very talented guest, Dorothy Dillingham Blue, give us a call at 1-800-336-2225. Dorothy actually helped guest co-host our last live broadcast at Theater Palisades. That was a lot of fun.
I had a great time.
Now you're as a guest.
Yep, hot seat.
Excellent. So we'll be back to talk to Dorothy just a little bit more on La La Land with Brett and Steve Julian of KPCC right here on CRN Digital Talk.
Looking at them.